No investor should have to roll the dice on their financial freedom. Hey Zoe.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Nice to see you.
It's good to see you. Let's chat about vacancy and rent trends in Eugene. So some statistics that I've read recently, vacancy is around 3.4% and the 12-month average rent growth is around 4.8%, almost 5% for rent growth, where historically it's been a little slower, 2.8, 3%. Give me your perspective on that.
So the historic long-term rent growth over the last 10, 20, 30 years has been more like 3% per year. That's a pretty standard average rent growth. But what we also tend to forget is that during the recession, we saw really stable rents, almost no growth, and in some cases we saw rent reductions during that time frame. We still have been pretty on pace with the historic average of around 3%. But it's been really sizable in the last couple of years, which has been 30-40%. We have some lower vacancy in areas like Springfield where there's less supply. I'd say just based on my observation, Springfield has been as low as 1% and 2% in most of the properties that I've surveyed, whereas the market overall has been about 3%.
Okay, so the property that was delivered this last year on Amazon, I think that was, about 115, 117 units. That I heard rented up in the first month up to like a 60% level. So that to me shows that we're still undersupplied.
We definitely are still undersupplied in our market, and even though we've seen a lot of new construction happening over the last 5 years, we've had continual population growth even during the recession, and we don't have a great land supply in Eugene Springfield. Vacancies remain low and rents have continued to grow, which is, all of those are indicators of an undersupply in our market.
Mm-hmm. Do you think they'll continue to push the envelope with rents, given that rent control doesn't apply to properties that are newer than 15 years?
I think as long as our market is undersupplied, there's no reason not to push the rents. So the cost in is actually going up for developers, so there's really no reason not to push the envelope on rents.
What's kind of the trend that you're seeing right now in that new construction?
I have seen more of a trend of folks trying to get the smaller unit types, the studios and ones, mixed into their development because those are in really high demand. There's actually not a great supply of those, but overall it tends to have to be a 2+ bedroom per unit on average just to satisfy the feasibility of the project.
Well, I think that'll cover it. Why don't at our next session, let's talk about sales trends and what you're seeing for prices in the recent sales that have happened over the last couple of years.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching my video. If you'd like a copy of my free multifamily report that provides information on market rents, vacancy, and recent sales, or if you'd just like to discuss your scenario, please give me a call at 541-912-6583.